Hello everyone, welcome to part 1 of my E30 build, where we focus on the wheels and tires. Let's get this bad boy open. Said non-returnable once customer opens the box, so that's fun. All right, not seeing any real damage. It's hard to tell. Oh, but these are great. Okay, loaded all the wheels into the back of the E38. Full sets of tires here. So we got some Kumo Extras. Should be a nice summer tire. Now we're gonna head over to Tires Plus and see if they can't squeeze us in today. So Tires Plus was a bust. Apparently they're worried about scratching up my rims. So screw those guys. I'm headed to good old Fleet Farm. I don't know if you can hear it, but that trucker's listening to Darude Sandstorm. So we've had success at Fleet Farm. They said they will take care of that, no problem. So at some point today, the wheels and tires should be complete and I'll be mounting those on the E30. So I got a call that they were done. So I ran to Fleet Farm and picked them up. Let's check these bad boys out. Man, these look freaking great. Oh my God. And here we go, ready to get these ugly bottle caps off. It's only been about 6 years. Okay, well, they're on. But I do not have Hubcentric Rings for it. Those are on the way. And I don't even know if anyone can see back in there. Maybe not. But we are pretty much getting ready to knock on that strut. So gotta get some 10mm spacers, I think. Okay, it's 2 days later, and we just had a package arrive from Amazon containing my Hubcentric Rings. Now, if you don't entirely know the purpose of a Hubcentric ring, and that's okay. When I first started getting into wheels and different offsets and all that, I didn't know what the purpose of these was either. So let me explain. When you have an aftermarket wheel, you have this cutout right here, and this is for the hub. And so what these wheels do is they will actually slide on and fit tightly against the hub on your car. Well, the hub diameter on here is 73.1 millimeters, and the outside diameter of the hub on the E30 is 57.1. So if we have all that slop in there, it won't fit tightly against that in your car. When you're driving, if you don't put something to fill that gap, like this Hubcentric ring, your car will feel like it has weights loose on it, or it just won't feel right. So what we do is we put this Hubcentric ring in to fill that gap. So if you see, when we place that in here, it fits tightly in here, and then this clears that gap, and then we can slide this wheel directly onto the hub of the E30, and it'll fit tightly in here, so that this wheel will sit right on the hub just as it should. Okay, so here we are about a week later, and my spacers finally came in. Ultimately, I decided to go with 5mm spacers instead of 10, just because I think with the 5mm it'll look way more flush than it would with the 10. I think the 10 will make these new wheels stick out a little bit too much. Alright, you can see how flush this setup currently sits, and it's not too bad for me just kind of taking a random guess at it. Now I'll show you what kind of room I have with these without the spacers. You can see that I have maybe 2mm of room between the wheel and the strut here. Even with the small amount of room between the wheel and the strut, I'm really not worried. I took the car for about 30 miles worth of driving and I've had no rubbing issues, even though I'm actually pretty close on clearance for my front caliper versus the back side of those wheels. Here you can see the clearance of this caliper here. I mean, I'm probably less than 1 millimeter realistically, but it works. I have to say I'm absolutely satisfied with the final product. It really makes the E30 look fresh, while remaining loyal to the old school BBS look and feel of the wheels. And yes, these are reps. They're made by Circuit Performance, but they are modeled after the BBS RC90s. If you are interested in the spec of the wheels, they are 16 by 8 plus 25. They fit with no other modifications needed, and they actually look really good as they sit pretty flush with the fenders. I look forward to updating you with further things that I do to my E30. Thank you for watching, and if you liked what you saw, please make sure to like and subscribe.